From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, Israel's armies fired 2 senior officers after a review into an airstrike that killed 7 aid workers in Gaza. The IDF's review into the strike has found they mistakenly believed vehicles belonging to charity World Central Kitchen were actually Hamas ones. The charity's called for an independent investigation, saying Israel's apology is cold comfort to victims' families. John Flickinger, father of slain aid worker Jacob, told the BBC the IDF knew exactly who they were.
They were targeted as they were leaving after they dropped the food aid at a known humanitarian warehouse. If it is a tragic accident, as they claim, then I think the IDF is inept and incompetent.
The Green Party sticking up for students who skipped class to attend yesterday's school strike for climate protest. Students in 20 locations took to the streets, calling for greater climate action from the government. ACT Party leader David Seymour says the striking students should be marked absent, but the Greens' Chloe Swarbrick says Seymour needs to get himself together.
Education doesn't end at the classroom door, and what we have here are thousands of young people mobilising and organising locally across the country to demonstrate their power.
An expert says taxing charities is worth looking into but should be approached carefully. The Prime Minister says he and Nicola Willis are looking into it and have an appetite to do it. Deloitte tax partner Robin Walker says the government should make sure smaller charities don't get caught in the crossfire. And New York officials say there's a low risk of aftershocks after a rare earthquake felt in the city. The 4.8 magnitude tremor rattled buildings across the country's northeast, with the epicentre around 70 kilometres west of New York City. And that's news. I'm Donna Marie Lever. To sport, 2-time defending Tour de France champion Jonas Vingegaard remains in hospital in Spain a day after breaking his collarbone and several ribs in a crash. The Danish rider's team say further tests revealed he also suffered a collapsed lung and a pulmonary contusion. The accident comes less than 3 months before the start date of the Tour on June 29. Blues coach Vern Cotters lauded his side's defensive performance in their 53 Super Rugby thrashing of the Western Force at Eden Park. The hosts missed just 6 of their 106 total tackle attempts during the contest. Cotter says it will have a flow-on effect for the rest of the season.
I saw some real character on, close to our line, that we were determined not to let them get over and get the 5 points. So I think the boys dug deep there. And that's just creating habits. And then when you have habits and you get pride. And I think that's starting to grow within the team. And I think that's important going forward.
And that's sport.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.